In O plus O2, you can form an output in O2. Kapag 3 dito, magkabalis ka dito, no? Hindi siya 2. Wait. Ang product mo. Bakit ka dito yung the table below siya. Pero dito yun sa libro na kinuha. But anyway, we will be calculating for, but it is also affected, no? The time it is melting place. 2 moles of O, they act with 1 mole of O2. To form nitrogen monoxide. So ano nangyari sa kung sa balance equation? 2 moles of O. But anyway, we are just after the concentration of the solid. Pero it should be balanced. 2, 1, 13, 4, 2. If the product in here is 3, disappearance of based on the reactor. So it will not affect, no? But if you write here 3, if that will come in of the nitrogen dioxide, so you will have here that's no change natin dito, no? So this will be 2 and this will be 3. And that's already there, no? Okay, so Roman equation yung pagkabigay sa O4. But what is asked in the problem is calculate the average rate of the disappearance of NO in the first 20 seconds. So we are just after of the disappearance of NO. So to solve that, what shall we do? Yung average rate natin, no? We have calculate the average rate of reaction. Calculate the average of reaction. So the disappearance is that reaction, no? So we have, so paano ito isulat? So the rate is equal to, paano siya? We have the molar concentration of your NO. Okay? The molar concentration is the change, no? The change of the molar concentration of your NO. So, minus, that's minus the average concentration of that times delta T. So R is equal to the molar concentration of your NO final minus the molar concentration of your NO. Diba yun man yun ang average rate natin? Over the TF minus the T original. So when we substitute the value for that rate, so what is NO final? In 20 seconds. So this is 20 seconds, right? So what should be the value of the NO final in 20 seconds? So that's equal to, take note, no? In 20 seconds, so this is the final. So this is the original. So what should be the concentration of that? That is equal to, what is that? That is equal to final, 20 seconds. So the time here is 20 seconds minus the TO original starting 0 seconds. Okay? Then at 20 seconds, what is the concentration of NO? 0.586. No? That's molarity minus what? The initial, no? The O, which is equal to 0.70 molar. So very easy to answer this problem, no? That has nothing to do with that. Even without the equation, it's not important. It's the table, no? So which is equal to the R. R is equal to what? It is not equal to. The average rate of reaction is equal to, what is that equal to? 8 point, please check that it is correct. 8.2 times 10 to the negative 3 molar per second. No? So this is the average disappearance of NO. This is average. Please check now average disappearance of NO in what? In 20 seconds. So ganyan lang kasi simple mag-solve ng problem na ganyan. There's nothing to do with the equation. Okay? Try daw to check kung ba ang answer. 8.2 times 10 to the negative 3. So when you subtract, so the same unit man, you can subtract. Anong answer? Try now. 0.586 minus 0.722 divided by 20. Ano yung i-pinot ka? Marunong ka mag-pinot? Zero. Ulit ito. 0.586 minus 0.70 divided by 20. Divided by ano mo ba? Times 10 to the negative 3. What is the answer? What is the answer? What is that?
Negative 5, sir. Dividing 5.7 times 10 raised to negative 3, sir.
Raised to the negative 3 and per second. That's pretty good. Try to erase 0.586 times 0.586 times 0.586 square na natin. Tapos hindi pa talaga naman yan kasi aamin siya. Ba't talaga naman? Balik. Balik ang answer niya. That is 5.7 times 10 to the negative 3. In the first 20 seconds. Okay? So this is not the one. Let's go to the next, problem number 3, para mayroon tayo sample. Kapag-isa natin, bago yung problem natin. Problem number 4. Dinitrogen. Pentoxide. Decomposes into nitrogen dioxide. As shown in the equation below. If the average rate of this appearance talking about is 4.6. So the equation is 2NO2O5. We have 4NO plus 1 of the O. Okay? So how shall we solve that? How shall we calculate? Try that. Dinitrogen pentoxide, dinitrogen pentoxide naman. It decomposes into nitrogen dioxide. It decomposes to nitrogen dioxide. Pero ang question mo, correct mo no? If the tingnan mo, action, decompose nitrogen dioxide. Pero dili, ang product na is nitrogen monoxide. That's one question. No. Nitrogen, di balas no? Hindi na ako. Okay, so that's two. It decomposes the nitrogen dioxide. So balance na, no? Balance na ba? 2 times 2, balance na. Balik ang pagka-nutrition. 4NO2 5. It decomposes to nitrogen dioxide. So tama na. Plus oxygen gas. Okay? So actually these are all gases, no? Sometimes in the book, hindi na kailangan ilagay pa yung mga physical state, but we understand that already. Na kailangan may physical state. So usually in the book, hindi na siya sinusulat yung anong state. Okay, so how shall we solve that? So the solution. So anong solution yun? So to solve that, the given, what is the given of that? 4.6. Ito yung given niya. The rate of the average rate of disappearance of the O2, so that is equal to 4.6 times 10 to the negative 3 mole per liter second. No? Usually, as there is a dynamic sa water million. No? So that's the given. Then, what is important? What is required? The average rate of disappearance of it into O5. So given ito, that is required. So if that is the case, kung it is a balanced chemical equation, so gamitin mo lang yung knowledge mo about stoichiometry. Na? So anong ilagay dito sa baba? Mole liter per second. So ano yung mole per second? So, kasi this is can also be number of mole, di ba? That is also mole. In our knowledge, that is also mole. So, you can have here, what of course, wala nakasulat po yung ano namin. Of course, in O2, that is in O2. So, ang sulat ito, mole in O2. Yung master na tayo. So, let's mole in O2. How many of that? 4 mole of in O2. Okay? So, kasi this one, liter per second, parang, you can also write this as the whole of that, no? Liter second. No? Pwede lang lagyan din yan. So, this is the unit of the whole of that. Okay? Pwede rin yan itaas mo, mole, liter, negative 1, s negative 1, kung gusto mo i-stretch yan. So that's the proper reason that we can have proper cancellation of mole in O2. So you are looking for what? You're looking for the mole of into O5. So what's the mole of into O5? 2 moles, no? That is 2 moles of we know this one, moles of into O5 in the balanced chemical equation. So we don't have the answer, no? What is the average rate of disappearance of into O5? So we don't have the answer. So mole per liter second. So if you do the operation, you know the answer. So let's sa value. Remember, you are calculating for rate of disappearance. For rate of disappearance of N2O5, so you do the operation is equal to that's 2.3 times 10 to the negative 3 mole, no? Mole N of N2O5 over what? Over liter second. But because you take note this, I don't know. Kapag ang answer mo, kapag rate of disappearance ang tanong, ang answer mo should be what? Should be negative value. If this rate of appearance, the answer must be what? Must be positive value. Rate of appearance is positive. So, kapag rate of appearance, this is, so parang rate, when the rate decreases, so the product increases. So what should be placed here? Negative. Okay, so please follow so that we have a sample problem. I think we're now ready to discuss about the rate law. So those are sample examples. Anyway, we will be having some problem about what's the time. I want to finish up for rate law. So this one, we now have rate law. Okay na to? So these are some example problem where you are going to study, so that these are mga sample problem that are basic, that are very important for you to teach you. So let's have the rate law. So rate law can also be written as an expression form. So sometimes this is called differential. Differential rate law. So why you should not write the rate law expression? Because this shows, ito yung nagpapakita. This shows how the rate of chemical reaction, how the rate of chemical reaction depends on concentration, depends on concentration. So mayroon din tinatawag, isulat ko naman ito diretso ha, para ma-differentiate natin. Pero integrated law. Magka mag-ibubo ka itong naghatag o PowerPoint na mga loss, ito hindi natin nanggilan ano yung productivity niya. So sa integrated law, bakit kailangan natin malaman yung rate law at saka integrated law? Ang integrated law, when it comes to chemical kinetics, this one shows how the concentration depends on time. So yan ang differential nila. Depends on time. Okay? So shows how the rate of chemical reaction depends on concentration. Integrated depends on time. Ang mahirap dito is the integrated law. Mas mahirap siya. Ito magalit ang rate law. Ito ang mahirap. But we're not concerned more of that dito tayo sa rate law kasi hindi naman tayo dito mag-ano sa integrated law. No? But I am just differentiating what's the difference of rate law and integrated law in chemical kinetics. Okay? So, let's have this one. This is the typical, we will write first a typical rate law expression. Rate law expression. So, mathematics na siya, no? So, meron ka siya mga expressions. So the rate, for example, rate is equal to, we will now introduce a second constant. Okay? For example, you have at the rate law of the molar concentration of 1, then you will have B, then that's 2, then C, that's 3, then D, that's 0. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Kasi rate law shows how the rate of chemical reaction depends on concentration. So, what is the meaning of that one? So it means what is the meaning of that? Tingnan siya. Okay? So the meaning of that one with respect to A. So the rate of reaction is, kailangan kasi malaman natin ang order of reaction, no? Ang order sa kada chemical entity, kung first order ba, second order, and of course the overall reaction of a particular chemical equation, so that we can predict, no, how fast, how slow a reaction proceeds if we change any of the concentration of your reactant or the product, no? So kailangan natin malaman kung paano mag-predict ng order of a certain chemical entity in a particular reaction. So ganito yun siya. So the rate of reaction is first order. Magandang naman tingnan mga exponent sa bracket. First order, second order, third order, zero order. The rate of reaction is first order with respect to what? With respect to what? With respect to A. No? So, ganyan tayo magtingin. Napakadali lang. So, how shall we see the order of reaction? So, that is based on our rate of expression, no? Rate law expression. So, what will be the rate law expression? That is where our order of any chemical entity in the reaction that is participating in the reaction and its overall order. So, this one, the rate reaction is first order. So, what's the next? The rate of reaction is what? Second. No, second order with respect to B. Sabihin siya na very simple na, no? What is next? The rate of reaction is third order with respect to C. Okay, to C. And the last one is the rate of reaction is, what is that? Zero order, no? Zero order with respect to D. Okay, you should understand that way, no? Kasi we can already tell, no? In here, the order of reaction. So you simply take note that it is simply associated with the exponent of that bracket, of that molar concentration. That will tell you the order of each chemical entity in a particular reaction. Okay, so what does it mean? So for example, by the way, let's have the overall order. The overall order. Hindi ko na yung disulutan, like now, you take note of that exponent associated, the order of each reactant. Let's take note. Order of each reactant, para may basis ko. Order of each reactant is what? Is simply associated with what? With in their respective reaction, no? Para bang in the respective reaction. So, parang dito, hindi naman siya, it is actually, what it means here are the exponents, no? So, let us have the overall order. So, what is the overall order of this reaction? What is overall order? Overall order is the sum. The sum of all. The sum of all the exponents. The sum of all the exponents the sum of this one is greater.